What's up YouTube, it's RSmario bringing you another Legend of Zelda Wii U video. This one is not exactly about the gameplay, even though there are probably some things I probably missed in the gameplay. But this one is another theoretical video about the Legend of Zelda Wii U. It's gonna kind of tie into the last video I did, which is the Myths and Theories video about the Sheikah, which is kind of part of a mini-series that is about the Hyrulean Civil War, but it won't be specifically about the Hyrulean Civil War. It's just gonna touch base. I'm gonna talk about a few of the same characters, but it's gonna be it's gonna touch base on it a little bit. If you do hear a noise in this video, I'm actually rendering another video on my desktop while I'm recording this video. So I'm trying to do a bunch of videos in one day, so I don't have big gaps in time where there's no content. But yeah, so let's get into this. Alright, so before I get into the theories part of the video, I usually cover whatever news I can find on the Zelda Wii U. Even though there's concrete, actual news is really hard to find. Sometimes we do get a little tidbit, in the form of an interview or whatever. This time it's an interview with Miyamoto himself, with fellow YouTuber iJustine. She did a pretty cool interview with him back in December. And he talked about side quests in the Legend of Zelda Wii U. Basically kind of like in Skyrim, where there's so much to do as far as quests go. You can hunt for bandits, you can help this random person, and it kind of like makes traveling from point A to point B more than just walking from here to there. Where it kind of makes it an adventure in itself, because you can walk and you can get attacked by a dragon, or you can some chick will get robbed by bandits and she'll ask you to go this way and stop the bandits or whatever. Different things will happen when you're in the game. So it's not just walking from here to here, it's walking from here, you get stopped here, you might get jumped here, it's like things like that. Okay, but yeah, basically he's talking about side quests in the interview, and he goes on to talk about how there might be times where you can play the game and you can get lost doing things that aren't actually what you're trying to do in the game, or there are points where you can actually come in and do one or two little things and then go do something else. So really trying to make the game speak more to different types of people. So it's gonna be hardcore enough where you can get lost for hours, or it can be casual enough where you can come in, do a couple quests, and come back out. But yeah, now get into the theories. So this one is actually gonna be about more. It's gonna be kind of about the villains, or the possible villains of Zelda Wii U, and it's gonna be about the Sheikah. Why are the Sheikah not in Skyward Sword? Because technically, if these games, if Skyward Sword and Legend of Zelda Wii U take place before the Hyrulean Civil War and before Ocarina of Time, there should be a race of Sheikah. There should be a bunch of Sheikah left. But you never see them. So this game, they said this game is not gonna be. It's gonna kind of like jump the formula of the regular Zelda games. Well, one thing that has been formulaic in a lot of the Zelda games since Ocarina of Time is Impa. Impa's been the only Sheikah. You always see just Impa. She's the last Sheikah left. Now we don't know if it's the same person named Impa, or is it different people named Impa. We don't know. Now if she's the last Sheikah, it would be impossible for her to be different people. And they did say that Sheikah do live a very long time, since technically the Sheikah from Ocarina of Time is the same, Impa from Ocarina of Time is the same Impa you see in other games. But, yeah, there should actually be a race of Sheikah in this game. Now, we didn't actually see them in Skyward Sword, because maybe they didn't go to Skyloft. Maybe they stayed on the surface, because technically they were the guardians of Hylia, and so maybe they stayed on the surface and fought the war with Hylia, and then eventually when Hylia's incarnation came back, they would, you know, they would defend her. My theory here for the game is maybe, just maybe, the Sheikah are the enemy. Now with that would technically jump, you know, that would throw any formula that you had in the Zelda franchise, because not only would you have an entire race as an enemy, you know, which would kind of justify this whole, you know, well, new enemy type of deal. Also, you know, you've never seen more than one Sheikah in the game, but yeah, you know, there's very few games where you see more than one Sheikah involved in the game, and this would be awesome to have like a race of Sheikah, and the story can kind of go like this, you know, because technically, you know, there was a betrayal of the Sheikah. They said that the Hyrulean royal family betrayed them somehow. We don't know how, but this game can kind of explain that. You know, the betrayal of the royal family did to the Sheikah can actually happen before the events of the game, because in a lot of Zelda games, specifically like Ocarina of Time and Minish Cap and many other Zelda games, you know, there's always like a prologue that tells you what happened a little bit before the game, that sets up that actually sets up the events of the game, kind of like how in Minish Cap they talk to you about the hero of man. You know, in this game they can actually go into how the royal family betrayed the Sheikah, and maybe, you know, the enemy could be a very powerful, you know, say Sheikah mage, or a very powerful Sheikah with a group of Sheikah behind them, you know, and he is the enemy in this game. You know, I mean, because technically we don't know a lot about Sheikah magic. Like, we know that Sheikah are very powerful magic users. They're also very powerful fighters. You know, I mean, Impa herself actually sealed Bongo Bongo inside of the well. You know, there are not a lot of people with that type of power that can actually seal something as large and powerful as Bongo Bongo. So the Impas, oh my gosh, too much civilization. The Sheikah, wow, that was a loud motorcycle. Okay. The Sheikah, you know, we have never seen the powers of their magic. You know, even though we've had some slight clues about their magic that I'm going to allude to in my next Legend of Zelda Myths and Theories video, but we've never actually seen how powerful the Sheikah can be. Maybe, you know, the Sheikah magic, you know, could be what powers that creature. You know, the robotic creature we see attacking Link in the trailer. You know, the first trailer. You know, you never know. You know, I mean, maybe the Sheikah have the power to, you know, bring life to inanimate objects. I mean, the Sheikah stones, or the Gossip stones, are literally stones. They're rocks, but yet they can project information to you. You know, I mean, not to mention, like I said in the other video, a lot of Sheikah artifacts tend to be evil, or when people come in contact with them, normal people, they tend to get cursed. You know, maybe this is a part of what happened. Maybe there was an offshoot of Sheikah, you know, that kind of like, you know, wanted to go against the royal family for whatever they did to the Sheikah, whatever betrayal they did. You know, maybe this could be the start of something else. Similar to kind of like, if you ever seen Naruto, you just know the story of Naruto. In Naruto, the Uchiha clan, you know, they were kind of peed off. They wanted to rebel against the Hokage, and you know, Madara, the leader of the clan, kind of went to blows with the Hokage. They had a big battle in the Valley of the End, and it ended with Madara, quote unquote, dying. You know, maybe, you know, we could have a similar thing here. You know, where the Sheikah are like the Uchiha, or there's a small number of the Sheikah are kind of like the Uchiha, and they kind of branch off and they want to cause trouble with the Hyrulean royal family, and that's why, you know, they're using their magic to make all these inanimate objects and things try to attack you. You know, they're using Sheikah magic, something we've never seen before. You know, that would be an incredible enemy right there. An enemy with that kind of power would be awesome to fight. You know, and it would be completely different because the Sheikah have always been known as good guys, and they've always been known as your ally, at least the one you've seen. But yeah, if that's true, Impa is definitely confirmed for this game too. You know, she'll be in this game, and she'll probably be on your side. You know, there'll be some, oh, can we trust Impa? Because she's a Sheikah, and there's Sheikah attacking, you know, the city, and all that type of stuff. But yeah, man, that's about it for this episode. You know, will the Sheikah be the enemy? That would be an awesome idea. Like, Nintendo should totally go for that. You know, but you know, more than likely it'll be a completely new thing that we've never seen before, something definitely new. But having the Sheikah as your enemy would definitely be cool, and we'll be able to see, you know, someone using Sheikah magic, you know, to battle. You know, you have to actually battle Sheikah magic, and actually make Impa way more important because maybe she'll have to help you. You know, maybe, you know, we saw that there's a magic bar in the gameplay. Maybe you have to, maybe you have magic. Maybe Sheikah. Why do I keep calling her Sheikah? Maybe Impa teaches you some Sheikah magic. You know, maybe something like that happens. We don't know. You know, it'll be very interesting to find out. So it's 2015. That means technically we are possibly less than 11 months away from Legend of Zelda Wii U. I'm definitely thinking that they're shooting for a November time, because this is definitely going to be the Christmas game. I doubt this is going to be a summer game. I think Zelda games don't usually come out in summer. They usually come out between September and November. More than likely this one's hitting in November, because they want to make sure this is probably one of the best games you ever play on Wii U. So that's about it for this. Whew, this one was longer than usual. You know, I had a lot to say on this one. So, just, you know, you guys know what to do. You know, like, comment, subscribe, and keep it real.